Hello, my name's Jalise. Welcome to the JJ Movie TV Social Game Reviews, everybody. And I'm going to give you my original Season 4, Episode 2 review, No Quarter. And what's this episode about? The Michelssons are back. They're resurrected. They're here. Well, not resurrected. They're awake. They're no longer asleep. And they're rescuing Klaus Michelson. They're rescuing their brother. It's all out rescue mission to save Klaus Michelson. And during this time, we get to see how Cole wants to leave New Orleans. He doesn't want to be around this town no more because it brings just bad memories of Davina and all this stuff. We get to see more of what happened now with, for instance, Josh's character is now dating a human. He's close to Marcel. Marcel is now dating that vampire for hire named Sophia. They're dating and they have a connection, and Marcel is still trying to prove to himself that he's not Michelson, and he will, besides the fact that he was raised by them, he's not Michelson. That's what he says. But in so many cases, he is such like a Michelson. And during this episode, the rescue mission for Klaus was this. Cole was watching over Josh to make sure he didn't do anything stupid. Rebecca was distracting Marcel, and Freya, Elijah, and Haley went to go rescue Klaus. Freya was channeling Haley to use her power to break the spell that has this barrier over Klaus's body so they could get to him. And during this time, Rebecca and Marcel have a lot of moments. Rebecca says she has no excuse for her family, but this is what she will always do. She will protect them no matter what, even if she has to go through Marcel. She even threatens him with the same cursed object that cursed her and made her berserk. Marcel dares her to do it, and they both say to each other, I wish I never loved you, bickering things. And the thing is, with Marcel and Rebecca, I totally seen them get together. At the end of the series, I totally seen them together. There's no other person. And honestly, Marcel dating Sophia is going to be collateral damage in this season. Guarantee you she's going to be one of the characters that die during this season. No way she's going to last this season. She's just going to be collateral damage for Marcel. And you're just going to see them build the relationship up, and seeing like how Gia and Elijah. Gia was only there for Elijah to lose, and to basically make us feel bad more for Elijah. This is going to be the same thing for Marcel. Now, during this entire thing, Klaus is, with the Papatuna Blade still in him, he's hallucinating Camille. And when I mean Camille is because she's dead, and the fact is that she's in his mind. And she's just really just trying to convince him subconsciously to take out the blade and that you're not a monster. And ultimately, Klaus has used Camille as a way of saying his deepest, darkest fears. And his deepest, darkest fear is not that his daughter will see him as a monster. It's the fact that Hope will become him a monster. And during this time, Rebecca is taken out by Sophia with a wooden arrow to the heart. Marcel goes after Elijah and go to see where Klaus is. Him and Elijah have a couple punches in. They have a little fight and all, and Klaus is able to take out the Papatuna Blade out. And even though it was nice to see Leia Pipes for a little bit, I wish they could see more of her, but sad to say, we won't see her more unless Klaus gets traumatized from PTSD later on in future episodes. And so he takes the Papatuna Blade out, puts in Marcel. It doesn't go fully in him because Marcel's super strong now, and now he's able to take it out, but it weakens him. So during this time, Cole, who's with Josh, Josh is trying to convince Cole that the Avina will want you to move on, and there's a better life out there for you. And Cole spares Josh. He's like, you're lucky Davina liked you. So he just snaps Josh's neck, goes to rescue Rebecca. They slaughter a couple people, and right there they're waiting for both Klaus, Freya, Haley, and the rest. And right there, it's just a family reunited, and Marcel still finds a family. He says he could still kill all you, but he lets them go. So Marcel let Klaus and the family went away. They're able to leave. They're able to move on. And it says never come back. He's going to show what they are incapable of doing. Mercy. So right there, Marcel is trying to prove even more to himself that he's no longer a Michelson, that he's never been a Michelson, and that he's trying to prove everybody that I'm not them. And so he let Klaus go with his family in New Orleans. And truth be told, these 2 episodes, I was excited to see it. It's been 10 months since we've seen the original. So we could already predict how this series is going to go. Now, the first 2 episodes were very, very, very predictable. You knew Klaus was going to be haunted by the demons of his past. We knew he was going to be a slave to Marcel or a prisoner of Marcel. We knew his family was going to be resurrected to rescue him. 2 episodes out. We only have 11 episodes to this season, I believe. And during this 11 episodes, I truly believe it'll start to go into more unpredictable territory. Just these beginning episodes, these last 2, were very predictable. Anyone could really see how this was going. I say the most shocking thing is that they got rid of Klaus, no longer a prisoner, and Marcel just let him go. I'm actually happy of that fact because it removes all the bad blood, and bygones be bygones in some ways. Just stay out of New Orleans. And so I really did enjoy that. I really do enjoy the fact that they're moving on and they're going to pace up the rest of the season with Klaus and his daughter Hope and what is truly coming after the supernatural children of New Orleans. Because we find out that Vincent, while looking for that kid named Adam, wondering what happened to this kid, and he sees this symbol, and he's seen this symbol before, this thing with a snake eating its own tail. And he has a booklet, and it looks like this has something to do with his ex-wife, Eva St. Clair. So maybe we're going to see Maisie Richardson Sellers for the originals next episode. Maybe a little more to the backstory and some of the dark objects. So it'll be interesting to see what's happening with Vincent, how he's going to, why he believes this entire city's in danger, and why is it, and we looked in the promo for Next Future, it looks like the same symbol is haunting Hope, and in the previous episode we saw her drawing it, so what is coming from the New Orleans children? Will the Michelsons be able to defend their family? Will they be able to defend Hope? And I really am looking forward to this entire season. I believe, I don't want to be a negative Nancy, but I believe this will be, like, truth be told, my least favorite season of originals, just because it's going to be fairly predictable, and we know certain ways it was going. And I mean, original season 1, we knew that Klaus was going to take over the city, we knew all this stuff. We didn't expect the backstory with Marcel, we didn't expect Davina as a character, we didn't expect a relationship with Cammy to be awesome. We didn't really expect a lot of interesting new things about the original season 1. And it was very intriguing. And original season 2 had, granted we knew that the Esther, Finn have come back, and we knew they were going to cause family conflict, but we didn't know how deep the family conflict was. We didn't know about anything about Dahlia. We didn't know anything about Dahlia, Freya. There's so much stuff that was going back and forth. The hidden backstories to all these characters in their flashbacks was simply amazing in original season 2. Original season 3, we get the first Siren Lines, the first vampires ever turned. We get a little bit of flashbacks of the originals when they first were vampires on the run from their father. We get to see Klaus's first love as a hybrid was Aurora. We get to see Lucian, Tristan. We get to see this vampire community districts. We didn't expect all that for the original season 3. Original season 4 is just a little bit more predictable because we know Klaus is a prisoner. We know he's going to eventually reunite with his family. We know his family is going to eventually rescue him. You see where I'm getting at. There's a lot of great. It's very predictable this season so far. And again, I'm really pissed off it's only 13 episodes. They should at least have 22 episodes. But they moved it back to here. Hopefully this season's going to be amazing. This season will definitely be better than Vampire's season 8, season 6, season 5. I say it's going to be better than a lot of Vampire Diaries seasons, truth be told. Even if it's 13 episodes. But original season 4, episode 2, No Quarter, just really had a really predictable thing about the family rescuing Klaus from Marcel, and it was a badass scenes, and there were some great moments of the past with Davina and Cole. I mean, I just really thought this was an overall solid episode, but again, it's fairly predictable. I say the only thing that wasn't predictable was how quickly they ended Klaus being a prisoner of Marcel, and Marcel for not technically forgiving him, but get out of New Orleans, get out here, this is my town. I actually did enjoy that fact, and I also did enjoy the fact that, well, I'm kind of hoping that the originals leave New Orleans, because even though I love the location of the past 3 seasons of the originals, I believe the originals are just such a hierarchy of vampires that they travel all around the world. We know they've been to England, and we know they've been to England, Italy, so many places in Europe, so many places in they know we've been to Mystic Falls, Chicago, where I'm from, and New Orleans. I just want to see if they could just go to a different city and make it their own, or just quietly go into the night. I just really am looking forward to a new scenery, a new something, but I doubt it. I think they're just going to come back to the New Orleans eventually. And overall, this entire episode was fantastic for its action bits, but we all knew where it was going to end up. We all knew that Klaus was going to be freed. We all knew every single line mostly to this entire episode. So the next future episode, I cannot wait, is more likely going to have Klaus bonding with Hope, Hope bonding with Klaus, and the entire family just meeting each other up, and then maybe some of them go to separate ways, because I believe Cole wants to get out of New Orleans as quick as possible. But yeah, everyone, that is my original Season 4, Episode 2 review, No Quarter. Alright, everyone, subscribe if you like, disagree not boundly, comment down below, let me know, respect my opinion, I respect yours. My name's Jalise, signing off for you, everybody. Bye-bye.